So how important is a makeup case? Well, if the woman who owned it just happened to be one of the greatest actresses of all time, it might be just as important as a script and just as revealing, too. Tonight, and only in Indiana, a Valentine's Day love story exclusive between two Hollywood legends hidden away in a makeup case.
It's been under wraps for over 20 years, boxed up in the back of a library archive. Hardly where one would expect to find the makeup case of a motion picture icon. The bottom compartment tells us what was on her face. The top hidden compartment tells us what was on her heart.
Hilda, are you decent?
Me?
She was known for the sultry voice and flowing red hair.
Johnny is such a hard name to remember and so easy to forget.
Over 70 years ago, she was the toast of Hollywood. She was also in love.
Put the blame on me, boy.
Rita Hayworth was probably a bigger star than Orson Welles at this time because after Citizen Kane did not do well at the box office, I think the media was very surprised that Rita Hayworth fell in love with him. They tagged them Beauty and the Beast.
They were married September 1943. The very next month, he wrote to her from New York, saying, "Hurry up the sun and make the days shorter until we meet." The letters are part of 100 years of Orson Welles display at the Lilly Library at Indiana University, Bloomington. But as you might expect, the collection includes so much more than letters.
Well, this is a watercolor sketch that Welles did for Rita Hayworth, and he did a few of these. First of all, Welles is a very gifted artist.
Yeah.
And secondly, is he had kind of a morbid sense of humor in that he says, "This is the devil of black despair who visits me often only where my baby isn't. I've painted him blue to match my mood without you."
There's a sketch I call Two Hearts with a simple inscription, "Dearest little loved one, I love you more tonight than ever. Really, really even more."
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. Gloom. Oh, that is great. Self-portrait of your husband. I love that.
It's interesting, he has himself walking with a cane even then when he was still a young man.
I can see why she kept that one.
Yeah.
He was known for War of the Worlds and Citizen Kane, but these letters and sketches reveal another side of him.
For being a public person who was always in the spotlight, he was actually a very private person. There were many contradictions about his personal life, so being able to read his letters to her, I think, gives us a little window, some insight into the man and what he was like.
Like this note, November 1st, 1943.
The late traffic yawns in the evening streets below. The wind whistles, the rain drips. Look, I can't even write. So technically that could be rain.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Sweet one.
Can't live without you. Ever. Your boy.
The marriage, which produced one daughter, lasted less than 4 years.
Will you carry me off with you into the sunrise?
The two only acted together once in The Lady from Shanghai.
We could have gone off together.
Welles wanted her to be a blonde for this role. She'd hoped it would rekindle their marriage.
I knew I'd find you two together.
It didn't. The marriage ended the same time the movie shoot did. She would be married and divorced 5 times in all, but the two always would remain friends. In fact, Welles continued to visit her during her onset of Alzheimer's late in life. He died in 1985. She followed in 87. That was when the letters and the sketches were discovered, right where she had left them for over 40 years, tucked away in the top compartment of her makeup case. Kevin Rader, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
The stories behind another great story by Kevin Rader and our photographer John Whalen. 100 Years of Orson Welles runs through May 20th. You can go see it at the Lilly Library at IU.
Kevin is always looking for unique Hoosier stories, so if you've got something you'll find only in Indiana, send Kevin an email, krader@WTHR.com, or you can post your idea on Facebook or Twitter.